Dr. Lucy Daly from Manchester Business School, thank you for joining us today on Arabian Business TV. Manchester Business School has released a report looking at executive education in the GCC. Is this report essentially saying that companies in this region aren't looking to invest in their staff?
No, I think it says the opposite actually. Well, it showed us that over 40% currently engage in executive education, and it has also showed us that there seems to be a good appetite for executive education now and also moving forwards. And we got a strong sense that the market's likely to grow moving forwards as budgets increase following cuts from the economic downturn. And also there seems to be a good sense and desire for provision in the region to improve in terms of breadth, frequency, range of programmes offered and quality. So I think there's a good appetite for executive education.
You mentioned the downturn. Were companies investing in their staff prior to the downturn, do you think, in this region?
Yes, I think so. I think there was probably good investment prior. We didn't specifically ask them for levels of investment, but I think they were investing prior. I think there's been an overall cutting of budgets. There is still investment, and there's also a belief that that will grow.
Can you give me a figure as to how much you expect that to grow as we move out of the economic downturn?
We asked respondents whether it would grow somewhat significantly, remain the same, or drop. The majority of companies were expecting the budgets to either grow somewhat or significantly, so I'm expecting there to be a good level of improvement actually.
Can you give me any figures?
No, we didn't ask specific figures in this study, but the purpose of this one was just to get a feel for the market and understand if there was an appetite and try and gauge what that appetite might be going forwards.
This region is particularly transient. Not a lot of people stay in jobs for a long period of time. Is that starting to change? Is that why more companies are looking into executive education?
I couldn't comment on sort of job movement in the region particularly, but I think when companies invest in their employees, they're looking to retain skills and to keep people in the organisation. There's little point in training someone if they're going to move on. I think also development of your employees creates a sense of satisfaction and that belief that if people are investing in you, they'll continue to do so, may also create that sense of desire that people stay.
When you talk about executive education, are we talking about long-term courses, short-term courses?
It's short-term, it's management development, so it's not MBA programmes, it's not master's programmes or degrees. They're more work-focused, specific, shorter programmes. They may be done on a repeat basis. Groups of employees, either on a customised basis, specifically developed for that company, or as what we would term an open programme, where a company may send a small number of employees onto a programme with different companies also attending.